There's one number that kills more early retirement dreams than any other. It's not your mortgage, it's not your car payment, it's healthcare. In the United States, healthcare costs alone can make early retirement completely out of reach for people in their 40s and 50s. But what if I told you that moving abroad doesn't just cut your living expenses, it actually eliminates the single biggest financial barrier to early retirement? And that's what I want to talk about today. Let's start with honest numbers. If you retire before 65 in the US, you're not eligible for Medicare. That means you're buying private health insurance on the open market. For a single person in their early 50s, that's typically $500, $800 a month or even more before deductibles, co-pays, and out-of-pocket maximums. A serious illness or a hospital stay could wipe out tens of thousands of dollars, even with insurance. For a couple, you could easily be looking at $1,500, $2,000 a month in premiums alone. That's $18,000 or $24,000 a year just in premiums, just to have coverage, just in case. Now think about what that does to your retirement math. Every dollar you spend on health insurance is a dollar you need your portfolio to generate. At a standard 4% withdrawal rate, $24,000 in annual healthcare cost requires $60,000 in saving just to cover insurance. That's $600,000 just for health insurance premiums. This is why so many people who could otherwise retire in their 50s can't. Not because they don't have enough saved, because healthcare costs in America make the numbers not work. Now let's look at the same math in Vietnam. A doctor visit, $10 to $30. Dental cleaning, $15 to $30. An MRI, around $200. That same MRI could cost over $2,000 here in the United States. A hospital stay for something serious, a fraction of the US price. Modern international accredited hospitals exist in Da Nang, Ho Chi Minh City, and Hanoi. These are not primitive facilities. They serve expats regularly. When the costs of care drop this dramatically, the entire logic of health insurance changes. You're not insuring against a $50,000 hospital bill anymore. You're insuring against a $5,000 hospital bill. Or simply paying cash for a $200 MRI without blinking. The financial exposure is fundamentally different, and that changes your retirement math in a way that almost nothing else can. Let me show you what that actually looks like in numbers. Scenario A, retiring in the United States at 55. Health insurance premiums, $700 a month. Deductible and out-of-pocket costs on average, $200 a month as an estimate. Total healthcare budget, $900 a month or $10,800 a year. Your portfolio would be required just for healthcare at a 4% withdrawal rate, $270,000. Let's look at scenario B, retiring abroad at 55. Cash pay for routine care in Vietnam, $30 to $50 a month on average. Self-insured medical fund contributions, $200 to $400 a month. Put it into a high-yield savings account that you keep the money if you don't use it. Total healthcare budget, $200 to $400 a month going into your savings account. The portfolio requirement, dramatically less. You're building an asset, not paying a premium. Here's the key difference. When you pay insurance premiums, that money is gone. When you fund a self-insured medical savings account, that money is yours. It grows, you keep it if you don't use it. The overseas healthcare cost structure doesn't just reduce your expenses, it converts a liability into an asset. Financial planners like to talk about the numbers. The total portfolio size you need to retire comfortably. Healthcare costs in America inflate this number significantly. Not just because of the direct costs, but because of the uncertainty. People stay working longer, not because they can't afford to retire, but because they're terrified of what a health event might cost without employer coverage. Abroad, that uncertainty shrinks considerably. A major procedure cost of $2,000 instead of $20,000? You can actually plan around it. You can hold cash reserves that realistically cover your exposure. You're not playing a lottery where one bad diagnosis wipes out years of savings. This is one of the most underappreciated aspects of expat life, and it's especially relevant for anyone choosing early retirement in their 40s or 50s. The retirement number that felt impossible in Syracuse or Dallas or Atlanta may be completely achievable in Da Nang. I want to be straight with you about two things. First, I covered my specific healthcare plan in detail in a separate video. I will link that in the description. The short version, I'm pretty much self-insured. I'm taking the money that I would have spent on an international health insurance premium and building a medical savings fund instead. That decision made sense for me at my age and my health situation. It may not be the right call for you. Watch that video for the full breakdown. Second, this isn't right for everyone. If you have complex ongoing medical conditions that require regular specialist care, the US-based healthcare system, expensive as it is, may generally be better equipped for your needs. Some medications that are routine in the US are difficult to source abroad. Some specialists simply don't exist in the same density outside of major Western cities. This conversation is most relevant if you're generally healthy, you're in your 40s or 50s, and healthcare costs are one of the main things standing between you and early retirement. If that's you, run your own numbers, honestly. The difference between what healthcare costs in America and what it costs in Vietnam is not marginal. It's a kind of difference that changes whether retirement is possible or not. Early retirement conversations in America always come back to the same wall. Healthcare, healthcare, healthcare. And for years, that wall was mostly just there. You either had enough to climb over it or you didn't. Living abroad moves that wall out of the way. Not for everyone, not in every situation, but for a lot of people, especially people who are otherwise financially ready but stuck waiting for Medicare, it's worth running the numbers. In a few short days, I'm moving to Da Nang. I've done the math. Healthcare cost is one of the biggest reasons this makes sense for me right now. If you want my complete healthcare plan and the specific numbers I use to make this decision, that video is linked below. Go watch it. And if this channel is helping you think through your own move, hit the subscribe button. I'll be documenting everything in real time once I'm on the ground. See you on the next video.